Hi all. Today we are going to start one another session how to create employee type of user. So first you need to log in into your system. Go to setup and maintenance. Go to financial software. On the very right on the tasks, select your project, your implementation project. And the start task will you can enter manage users and search. Let's select the third one, the financial define options. Go to task, manage user. So here you can search the existing person. Like in EBS, we can define by going into the HRMS and here in Oracle Cloud Applications, we can create here to get the name, person details, RAL employee, select the title. So you can also define the application user as well on this page, right? By giving the enter username, right? Before that, we need to enter all the mandatory details for the person or an employee, right? You can just put the date of hire date of the employee. So if you want to provide the access and define the user or in the system as an employee, so you can give the name of the user here, RL001, or on the very right, you can link the existing created user by clicking on the link user. So let's complete this activity and then I'll show you how to link the existing user with the newly created employee. So this is all about the mandatory details that you need to enter and the notification that need to be sent to the user, the password. So what type of employment we can provide this newly created employee. I'm selecting to employee. Enter all the details like legal entity, business unit, access. So I'm taking here legal entity as ASM. Business unit ASM. And you can enter all these other optional details like job, grade, department, location, and the main stock manager, right? So I'm not going to enter all these optional details. And role request, because we have defined as a user this employee, RAL employee, we have defined as a user as well. So that's why we need to assign or we can assign a role to this newly created employee as a user. So go to role request. You can assign a role. Suppose this is a general accountant. Let's search the role. You can assign the role by clicking on the auto provisioning roles. So as we have defined this user as an employee, so role name would be automatically assigned to this user as an employee. And you can print user history, or you can just download the history of this newly created employee for the future reference, or else you can just need to save and close. Click on done. So this is how we can create an employee and a user simultaneously on the same page. So another activity that we can perform, that uh, how to link a newly created employee with the existing user. So what you need to do, go to the again creation of new employee, FAS 006. I'm going to select the Mr. title, get the email ID. You can put the all the other details like phone, workforce, etc. So here, how can we link? We need to click on the link user account, existing creating that user account that already been created on the by going to security console, right? So if we have already been created that user, and here we are going to define the employee. So how to link, right? So what I'm going to show you. So click on this icon and search the user that you want to link with this employee. Face 005, search. So you can select one of them, whatever the user already been defined in this by going into the IT security manager, and by going to the tools, the navigation is and security console. So you need to select the employee that you want to link with this newly created employee, and you can enter all the other details like person, what type of person is this. You can assign the roles, legal entity, right? You select the legal entity and assign it to the user, business units as well. These all are the mandatory field that you need to enter while you are defining the new employee. Person role. By using this functionality of auto provisioning role, or you can enter the role by selecting role requests, right? Okay, so save and close. So this is how we can define employee type and give the user name and define the employee with the existing user linkings. So this is all about. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.